things that I've been following has essentially been the absolute degradation of the minds of white liberal women, TikTok wine mommies, and how they all seem to be under some mass psychosis event, mass hysteria event, where they're all somehow lost their complete morality and are supporting this woman who brutally murdered her 3 children. It really is something to behold, seeing these videos, and there's so many of them. So many of them. One thing that I want to show you is this GoFundMe, right? So the GoFundMe for this woman is now at $929,000. This is a woman who has admitted to brutally murdering her 3 children. We talked about this previously. She went to the basement of her home, strangled her 3 children, a couple months, about 3 years old and 5 years old, on the 5-year-old's birthday. She brutally strangled them. And we have absolute hordes of women donating. Kathleen, Donna, Barbara, Rebecca, Jenna, Kathy, Melanie, Emily, Brandy, Lisa, Jillian, Kayla. Do you notice what I'm doing here? Every single one of these people who have donated $5, $25, $10, $20, something like this, all of them are women. She has raised $929,000. And this is not the worst part about it. We are getting people on TikTok, on social media, who are making these videos and they are losing their fucking minds. Check this out.
All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lift to attendant, so that he never lifts a finger, 24/7, baby machine.
This is a woman on TikTok who is doing a literal spell, this performative nonsense on social media, and of course is being roundly supported by all of the white female TikTok wine mommies who are giving her pats on the back and, oh, great job, we support you. We support you. Well done. Oh my God. Congratulations. But they are all universally supporting someone who murdered her 3 children, admitted to it. What do they think? It was a setup? So they think that she's a Leo. She could never murder her kids. It's the husband. He's a Gemini. Gemini's murder. He's a white male and all white men are evil. Okay. That's why we want to be in the room with the grizzly bear and not a white male. Okay. She had postpartum depression, and so it makes sense that she murdered her children. I am not joking you. That is an actual argument they are making. So I have a lot more of these, and maybe we'll get a little bit more of an idea of what's going on here. I have countless videos and things going on here, right? So here we go. Here's one of these ladies, and she's going to give you her interpretation of the situation and see... Oh, wait, what are you saying? Thriller fiction books and actual true crime docs become so popular that some people are now looking for a crazy twist, but not all crimes are crazy twists. True. I do believe that this is a contagion from white liberal women watching true crime docs all the time. I completely agree with you on that one.
All right, I got a theory. Hang with me. If your children were downstairs in a 2-story house and you were upstairs on the 2nd story, and there was a fire in your home of which prevented you from being able to exit your bedroom door, go down the stairs and get the children, and you had no other choice and you were completely stuck on that 2nd floor in your bedroom, would you or would you not try to jump out the window to go save those kids? Because that's the only way to get down there to them, right? Fight or flight kicks in, you're gonna get out that window, right?
See, I might not have explained this part. I said this a second ago, but you might not have heard this part. So what exactly, let me just give you a rundown of this. You might have missed this part, okay? So essentially what happens is this woman, right? Lindsay Clancy. She has 3 kids, okay? And after the third one, she starts having problems, you know? She goes to get help from a therapist. She gets put on all these medications, antidepressant, antipsychotic, all these things, says she has postpartum depression, all that stuff, right? Tells her husband, her therapist, and her friends that she has thoughts about wanting to kill her kids, you know? Gets sent to a mental hospital, asked to be let out of the mental hospital because it's her oldest kid's 5th birthday. Comes back home. And tells the husband, goes out, says he has to get something for the kid's birthday party or something like that. She goes down to the basement and strangles all 3 children with one of those like workout elastic things, right? Then goes up to the top floor. It's a two-story house, and slits her wrists, cuts her throat, and then falls out of the window, the 2nd story window, and then becomes a paraplegic when she hits the floor, right? That's the story. So what she's trying to figure out a reason, because there's all these like conspiracy theories about like, oh, the blood and all this stuff. They're looking for like the twist, which is exactly true, right?
What if Mr. Pat decided to drug her earlier in the evening, we'll say 4:30. By 5 o'clock, she started getting drowsy. He tells her, go upstairs, go take a rest. When she gets upstairs, she finally passes out, lays in the bed. A few minutes later, he comes upstairs. She looks knocked out. At that point, he injures her on the wrists and on the neck. He thinks she's dead, probably because of all the blood loss. A person who's not a nurse sees that much blood, guess what? They are either getting faint, queasy. He thinks she's...
Don't you understand? She's a nurse, okay? And she's taking time in the middle of her job to go to the bathroom and give you her nurse opinion on how this woman simply couldn't have murdered her children, how it must be the husband, because don't you understand? He's a white male.
Done for. So he leaves, barricades the door, goes and does what he does, kills those kids, goes on his little excursions to make it look like he did not do anything. When he comes back, wrench thrown in his whole scheme because she jumped out that window. It would explain the hands outside of the window, because when she woke up, whether or not she...
That's a big thing too, is that they think because there's like bloody handprints outside of the window that's a conclusive evidence that something was going on.
Was drowsy, drugged, bloody, or whatever. She remembers in her head that he threatened that he was going to kill those kids in that basement. He told her the whole plan, because that's what a narcissist does. He wants to see the pain in her eyes, the fear in her eyes, to initiate this response. So while he thought that she was dying upstairs, to his surprise, he comes home and she had actually made it out the window, ruining his whole entire plan.
Ruined his whole entire plan. So where does the fact that she admitted to killing her kids fit into this whole theory? I guess that's completely ignored, right?
But I think it did start with some type of situation up there where she was blocked in that room and she had no other choice but to try to get out.
She was barricaded in the room. She had no other choice. Okay, that's what it is.
He moves the bed when he gets back, moves all the things around, maybe even cleans up the sheets on the bed. He has his handprints all over it.
Wait, he has his handprints all over it? You mean he has his handprints on furniture in a home that he shares with his wife and his 3 children? Conclusive evidence. You're right. How could a person that lives in a home with one other adult person have handprints on furniture? You're right. It was him. I'm so sorry I doubted you. TikTok wine mommy, now crime analyst. I'm so sorry. You're right. Yep. You're definitely. Yep. White male. He did it. That you're right. I got definitely. Yep. No. That makes sense. So anyways, another weird thing that's happening is that a lot of these people are now, who happen to have children, a lot of these women are now going on social media and they are playing the parts from the court videos while holding children, somehow crying. They're doing this whole performative sort of like emotional outburst thing, right? I guess for TikTok likes something like this. So check this out.
I'm desperate to get a mental break from taking care of everyone. My mind is trying to make something physically wrong with me. My mind never shuts off.
So this is what she said in court as read out by her, I think it's her lawyer or something like that.
Constantly thinking of the next thing someone needs. I can't shut it off. I desperately want to go back to work, but now I don't know how I'm going to function, and it worries me. Wrote that, right?
Correct.
There were two pages that were blank that she didn't even write on. And then on the third entry, affirmations. She wrote affirmations. On November 22nd of 2022, I am calm. I will remain calm today. There is nothing that needs to be on my mind.
Imagine making this video, setting up your phone to hold your child while the words of a woman who murdered her 3 children and then trying to give justification for it, all for selfish reasons, by the way. I want to go back to work. I don't know what to do. I'm just overwhelmed. Oh my God. All those things are playing. Imagine having to explain to your child when they grow up, yeah, you know, I was like kind of trying to justify the murder of children while holding you in my arms, you know. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange, right? I don't know. It's a fucking sickness, legitimately, Lindsay? A goddamn sickness. There's more, but wait, there's more.
Clancy is not going to prison. I understand that this trial is far from over. But you are going to be hard-pressed to convince me that a jury is going to convict her and that she is potentially going to spend the rest of her life in prison. It's not going to happen.
Oh, no. It's going to happen. She's going to rot in prison. Yeah, a jury is definitely going to convict her of that because she admitted to murdering her children. And I know that your mind is literally rotted by true crime and TikTok videos and shit. But no. She's going to go to prison. She will more than likely die in prison.
This case is heart-wrenching. She did not want to harm her kids.
Oh, but she did. She did want to harm. That's why she did it. That she murdered her 3 children.
Or herself.
And no, she then, slit her wrist and cut her neck and then threw herself out of a window. No, she did.
She was struggling and she could not get the help that she needed. She
did get the help, but probably not the help she needed. I think in many ways, she's a victim of the psychiatry industry in this country. And again, let me emphasize this. She was filled to the brim with all sorts of pills. She was on antipsychotics. She was on everything, anything and everything you could think of that they give women who are having emotional distress. She was on. And not only that, she'd went to a mental treatment facility, checked herself out. She had told her therapist, her husband, her friends that she wanted to murder her children. She is a woman in a first world country in the United States of America who is having 3 children in a situation that is more comfy than maybe 99.9% of all other women in the world. You're talking about like having a hard time raising children. Try being a woman in like fucking some shithole part of Asia with a baby strapped to your back and you're picking rice out of rice paddies in the middle of the blistering sun. Try doing that. Trying to scrape by an existence, on pennies and shit. And then going back to your fucking shack, Try raising a child in fucking Africa, Try all these other things. Meanwhile, you're in a 2-story home, AC, all the luxuries of modern life, internet, anything you could ever want, desire, all these doctors, all these different avenues to talk to get your message out, complete freedom, and you're complaining. Get some fucking perspective, you psychopath.
Could not get on the right dose of meds. She
cannot get on the right dose of meds. The problem is that she's on the meds. The meds are the problem, more than likely. The meds are the problem, and the fact that she's paying a therapist to just, by the way, a therapist an exorbitant amount of money to literally agree with every single thing she says. This is what these therapists do in these places, by the way, is that they get paid a fortune to sit and just agree with these women. Oh, yeah, your husband is really demanding of you. Yeah, he wanted you not to go on TikTok and make videos crying while holding our baby and saying that you think about killing him every day. Yeah, that's terrible. He's stifling your freedom. Yeah, you're right. You should divorce him. That's true.
She could not access the services that could make her better.
She did, and she got more than enough of those services. And yet, I mean, I think in many ways the services failed her. But imagine blaming everyone else, blaming every part of the system except for just her, except for giving her the blame for what she did with her own hands.
None of that happened. And the worst, the unimaginable, occurred as a result. But mark my words, she is not going to prison.
Yes, she is. She is definitely going to prison. By the way, I just want you to hear what this person's saying, which is absolute insane gobbledygook, right? And then let's do a little bit of the Boneclinks stream investigative journalism. Okay, do check this out really quick. Let's do investigating, and oh, what's that? Strong therapy? Oh my God, could it be that this is one of these therapy women? Oh my God, it's almost like these people are mentally ill.
As if that actually matters to her at this point.
It's crazy that they're like caring so much about like what she thinks or how she feels when like her children are murdered. Like, has anyone ever cared about the children or anything like that? Anyways, so with all this, you're also getting a whole bunch of these women that are like, I'm now gonna post videos about how hard it is to have my baby. Yeah. Repeated questions, clinginess, not having a minute alone. Lady, get some fucking help. Okay? You're making videos on social media about how you fucking hate your kids for being a child, for asking you questions. Clinginess? You mean like loving you and wanting to be close to you? Not having a... You literally did this. You had a child. You made this decision to bring a child into the world. And now you're making videos online where you're saying how much you hate your child. Imagine having to explain this to your kid when they grow up. Mom, what's this? Is this a video that you made? Is this a video you made? Why? What? Like, what's going on? Yeah. Well, after I had you, I resented you for not allowing me to be, to go out and drink with all my girlfriends and be a prostitute whore in Miami. Oh my, it was so annoying that I couldn't go out and slut around. Oh no. Oh geez.
Yes, we're going bye-bye.
Like, what is wrong with you? When every single thing he does, I can't take it. Oh God. When I step on a 20 hurts me. Oh God, feeling isolated as stay-at-home mom with no adult. Oh my God. Wanting to be productive. You chose this. This was literally your decision to have a child. And now you're posting online on social media about how much you hate your child. This kind of stuff, by the way, is picked up by the algorithm specifically in order to throw a wrench into the gears of the typical American familial unit, right? To push the narrative that like having a child is just so terrible. Having a family is horrible. Maybe you should just like not do that, you know? Like, oh my God, don't you want to be young and free and just be able to do drugs and smoke weed? And by the way, did you see that amazing Netflix documentary? Oh my God, that was so great. Wow.
Put it back.
No time to take care of myself or sleep through the night. Do you have any idea, by the way? Do you have any idea like how hard people have it throughout the world and how good you have it? You live in America, in a first world country, where you have a better quality of life than 99.9% of all people out there, let alone women. You have AC, you have a roof over your head, you have a cushy existence, you're getting all this, you have all like everything you could ever desire. Things that people in Africa, in Asia, in the Middle East, whatever, could never even imagine. And yet you're still fucking complaining. Yet you're still saying, no time to take care of myself, no time to sleep through the night. Oh my God. The cleaning, I have to clean the house. Oh my God. Feeling like a lazy mom because someday, blah, 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 blah. Like, get some fucking perspective. Seriously. Anyways.
Something.
It's just mind-blowing to me, this kind of shit you see. Here we go. Here's more.
Something that I literally cannot stop thinking about is if she did do it. She tried so fucking hard to get help.
Like, there is a literal sickness of white, liberal, TikTok wine mommies obsessed with true crime docs on social media. It is just a social contagion, you know, just like a general psychosis going on where they are trying to justify killing children. They're trying to justify that, oh, if you feel emotional, then I totally get why you would kill your kids. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, there needs to be some sort of reckoning for all these people to wake them the fuck up and say, you are sick. You have a sickness. This is not acceptable. This is not something that you all should be coming together and just, oh yeah, that's totally normal. This is fine. This is totally okay. Yeah. And by the way, this is intentional by the algorithm on TikTok, on the communist Chinese social media app, to do this kind of stuff, to elevate these kind of insane people and to make other people, oh, that's normal. It's normal to want to kill your children. That's totally fine. Did you guys donate to Lindsay Clancy today? Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, why don't you do that? Yeah, totally, you know. Anyways, more of these, you know. More of these whole things, you know what I'm saying? Imagine setting up a camera in your car and then doing this performative bullshit. Oh, it's time to look really sad and despondent when I'm holding my baby surrounded by my two other half-black kids. You know, single mom life, hashtag single mom life, hashtag postpartum, hashtag I want to murder my babies. Hashtag I want to murder my half-black babies. Hashtag just TikTok wine mommy things. But like, this is an intentional push by the communist Chinese social media app to demonize motherhood. I hope you are aware of this, right? They want to make the narrative that Every single woman just wants to escape the nightmare that's having children. Oh my God. I just want to go to Miami and be a whore. Oh my God. What is this? Remember when we could do cocaine and have green tea shots all day? What is this? I hate being a mom. Why did I ever decide to do this? I wish I would have aborted every single one of these. Oh my God. But it's not much of a leap of faith, right? If we're already advocating for murdering babies up until right before someone gives birth, is it really that much of a leap for these women to then be like, I want to literally kill my babies now that I've had them? Is this that much of a leap for you? I don't think so, right? These, of course, the same people that say that it's barbaric to try and deport people back home to their countries of origin. Oh my God, you're tearing apart families. Meanwhile, they're literally fucking skeet shooting their fetuses and aborting them with no second thoughts. Oh yeah, it's time to abort my 15th baby. But it's terrible what you're doing to these children, these brown babies. You're deporting them. Lady, you don't give a fuck about babies. You murder babies every single fucking day. And you try to justify the murder of children who are already born 5 years old, 3 years old, couple months old. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Anyways, more of this stuff. More of this stuff, because it just continues on and on and on. I'm sure you haven't seen enough of this, right? Imagine that. Imagine this. Imagine setting up a camera and then being like, all right, and action. Time to pretend to fucking cry while laying on my couch because I'm a mom and I hate my fucking children so much and I want to kill them just like Lindsay Clancy did. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm just, it's so terrible being a mom. It's so terrible living in a first world country with AC and my comfy couch and having so little things to do while having my iWatch and having some bullshit ass fake job where I go on a Zoom meeting every so often and then get paid massive amounts of money for doing nothing with my life. But it's so hard being me with my Apple Watch and my technology and my comfy existence and my DoorDash and everything. Don't you understand how hard it is? Don't you understand? I just want to kill my babies. I just want to kill them, okay? I'm not okay. I have to be okay because I'm a mother and there's no other choice than to be okay. Yeah, is like, I'm sorry. Like, did you ever understand that maybe you have to do things you don't want to do, that it's not just always about you? Like, I understand that you're fucking selfish, that like you care about no one other than yourself. Like I'm sorry, is this like hard to understand that maybe you need to put someone else before you for like 2 seconds? Like, is that crazy, you know? And of course they push this narrative on social media. Of course they push this all over the place, right? Because they want to fundamentally destroy the Western family. They want to destroy women's idea of being a mother. They want to destroy all that and more. That's why they push all this. That's why they're pushing Lindsay Clancy. That's why they're pushing this, because they want to justify women killing their babies, which is just fucking insane.
Indicated further on into her travels, I am completely overwhelmed trying to take care of the kids. I'm drowning every day. I feel guilty that I'm spending my family's money and not making any. I feel like I spend way too much. She wrote that, right?
Correct.
I'm terrified of Callan getting sick. He's a sick baby. A sick baby is indicated.
I'm sorry. Just again, but like, what are you going to say to your child when they see this video? Mom, what is this? Oh, this is a video of me holding you as a baby while playing court documents of a woman who murdered her 3 children. It was trying to justify it. While I cried and said, same. I feel overwhelmed and want to murder my babies. I want to murder this child that's currently, it's everything, you know, that it knows nothing but my love and support, that it literally came from my body, you know, that is everything, you know, is half my DNA. I want to murder you. I want to fucking kill you because I feel bad about, I don't know, I'm not doing enough in my life. I want to work. I want to go out. I want to do these things. Maybe you should have thought about that before you had a baby. Maybe you should like think about putting something before yourself for 2 seconds, you know? Maybe don't post this on social media. Maybe don't like broadcast the entire world that you want to fucking murder your child. You ever think about that? Same, Lindsay. Same. I want to murder my kids. And by the way, you totally need to be let free and just, you know, be allowed to murder babies. We should be allowed to do that. By the way, did you ask Elsie if she supports Killer Mom? She did not. She does not. She just said. She does not support Killer Mom. She just said. She was in the chat earlier. But like imagine what we're talking about here. You know? We've gone to the point where women are saying, we want to be able to have abortions whenever we want. Okay, you know, that's fine. That's my body, my choice. We want to have abortions up until right before we give birth. Well, that's kind of crazy. Okay, fine. Yeah. My women, my body, my choice. We want to murder our babies after they're born when they're 5 years old and justify that on TikTok. I guarantee this is going to be the next thing that the liberal establishment is trying to justify. Guarantee. You know what? It's actually fine if you kill a 5-year-old baby because it's your body, your choice. Don't you understand? This is what we're dealing with right now. Seriously. Legitimately, this is what we're dealing with. But okay, there you go, right? Totally normal. Totally fucking normal. Totally normal. This is fine, right? This is totally fucking normal. I stand with Lindsay Clancy because I'm a fucking degenerate piece of human filth and waste.
It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me do too much labor. All day, every day, therapist, mother made me.
I know what it's like for my husband to try and use my postpartum anxiety against me. My husband's so evil. Don't you understand? All men are evil. Let me just suck from my giant oversized water bottle that I got for $75, and I ran over 15 other wine mommy TikTok women trying to get this gigantic fucking water bottle Stanley Cup. Oh my God, isn't this crazy? By the way, I fucking hate my husband. By the way, I want to kill my babies. Did I mention that? How great it is that Lindsay Clancy murdered her 3 children?
Then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, live to attend him. So
I stand with Lindsay. Did I mention that I love killing babies? It's not enough to abort babies. No, I want to kill them when they're 5 years old. I stand with Lindsay. Don't you get it? She totally didn't do it. She's a Leo. Leos don't kill their kids. But if she did do it, then it's totally fine. Because I stand with her. I understand that men are evil and that they're trying to use your postpartum against you. Don't you get it?
Else noticed
Oh, man. Anyways.
Has anyone else noticed how men seem very quiet about the Lindsay Clancy trial? Why is that?
I'm not quiet. I think she's a murderous fucking psychotic bitch.
Why are men not standing up for her when the
Because she's a murderous psychotic bitch.
evidence is showing more and more that Patrick did it?
She admitted to doing it. She's a murderous psychotic bitch.
I feel like there's like bro code that
Did I mention that all men are evil? Even though this woman admitted to killing her babies, there's bro code because I'm trying to find any justification to say that it's men that did this because women don't murder. Don't you get it? Women didn't do it.
don't speak out against abusive behavior. Like
Abusive behavior. What's the abusive behavior? They have no evidence of this. There's no basis on this whatsoever. This is a psychotic ass murderous bitch that killed her 3 children by strangling them to death. Each individual child, 5 years old, 3 years old, a couple months old, she individually strangled them for multiple minutes each, made sure they were dead, went from one to another, strangled them in her fucking basement. Yes, that's what you're justifying right now. Can we just say that? Like, I'm sorry. Like, really? Is that, do we have to have this conversation?
seen as weak. I think that's why all of the women watching this case love Kevin Reddington, Lindsay's lawyer, so much, is because it's so rare to see a man stand up so passionately against injustice towards women and against abuse towards women.
What's their theory about how the kids died? Various other theories. As you can imagine, there are various theories because all of these are women that are perpetually addicted to true crime docs on Netflix, which invariably, you know, are based upon misandrist ideologies and theories and shit like that that make every effort to demonize men at any instance whatsoever. And so various theories, right? They'll say, oh, you know, like he did it, or she drugged her, all these other things. You know, it's essentially, since there's no evidence to like actually be in their camp of like, you know, of to prove anything they're saying, they're just grasping at straws and making up anything. It's just the main concept is women didn't do nothing because women good, man bad. She, Leo, couldn't have done it.
Why are men being so silent? And at this point, if you're a man saying like she should just go to prison, she did it, Patrick's innocent, leave him alone, he was a great dad, with all of the evidence that's coming out, if you are saying that about Patrick still, I'm just going to assume that you are abusive.
Listen, guys, okay, here's the thing. If you listen to Lindsay Clancy admitting that she did it, if you watch this trial and do not agree with this woman's narrative, which is based upon misandrist ideas that women can do no wrong and that all men are inherently violent and evil, especially white men, if you don't agree with her, then of course you're abusive. Okay, don't you understand that you obviously are abusive if you're listening to reality and, you know, don't agree that killing babies is justified? And you know, maybe she didn't do it. You know, maybe it was the one-armed man that came in and strangled with the one. I don't know what. Anyways, if you don't agree with my narrative, you're abusive. Don't you understand that? Okay. And if you're abusive, I just don't want to talk to you. Okay.
I'm just going to assume that you are a piece of shit husband too, and that you condone and support and enable abusive behavior, because it's so obvious if you were watching the case that
it's so obvious. It's just so obvious. Did you not look at his eyes? He's obviously an evil white man. He reminds me just like that guy in the 15 other Netflix, TikTok, wine mommy, true crime docs that I saw. He's a murderer, and at the final hour, there's going to be the twist ending, and it's going to prove that she didn't do it, and then she's going to meet the pool boy, and they're going to fly off to Aruba, and she's going to start writing her own true crime books. Don't you understand that? Duh.
he, at the very least, was abusive to her and neglectful. Like, where are all the good men? All of my trauma has come from men.
All the good men are staying away from psycho, liberal, lunatic, white bitches like you.
I have spent so much of my life healing from men. I've always needed a dad.
It's so strange, you know, with these women who are like, oh, I've had so many bad relationships with men. It's like, have you ever considered that, like, maybe it's not all these different various men, and like the common denominator is probably you, especially considering the fact that you're trying to justify a psychotic bitch murdering her 3 children? Maybe it could be, I don't know,
A husband. I'm just waiting for some man out there to prove to me that there's some good ones. And I think that's why so many women are idolizing Kevin Reddington so much, is because so many of us have needed a man.
Okay. You need a man to take your phone and throw it in the fucking trash. Okay? You need a man to protect you from yourself, because you're saying dumbass shit on social media that doesn't get removed. Okay? It's here forever. Okay? You need a man to take that phone privilege away from you. Okay? And have you shut the hell up, for the love of God. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Please. Oh my God, dude. Anyways. So if that isn't enough, there's a new trend from these TikTok wine mommies where you set up your phone and then you just prove how upset you are about Lindsay Clancy and about men. Some days as a mom, my patience is hard to control. And action. Oh. Ah. 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 Oh shit, we weren't recording. Can we get some more ice? Oh god, I need to do this again. Oh my god, I wasn't recording here. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. It allows me to feel angry without being destructive. Oh my god, don't you get it? I'm so upset right now. I'm gonna throw ice in the bathtub and film myself doing it. Oh crap, I didn't get enough ice. It needs to be at least a minute so I can get money from my TikTok. Not done yet. Bought special ice this time. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. Oh, jeez. Oh, so satisfying. What else can I break? Oh god, I'm so glad I set up my phone and I filmed myself doing this. Yeah, so if you thought maybe that was just like a one-time thing, it's not. It's like a whole thing. Oh, women on TikTok be fucking crazy. Imagine doing this, just crying and freaking out just for your TikTok followers. My life is so hard. Imagine being the kid and seeing this. Mommy, do you really hate me that much? Does having me in your life make you want to destroy things and cry? Is that what you really feel about me, Mommy? Yes. Yes, it is. I want to kill you like Lindsay Clancy did. I'll do whatever it takes so I can be there for my children. Oh my god. But also I support Lindsay Clancy in murdering all of her kids, okay? Don't you understand? The kid's like freaking out in the other room, like, Mom, why are you screaming? What's going on? Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, that's essentially an update on this whole Lindsay Clancy thing, okay? And one thing I want to mention about all of this, okay? And one thing I want to reiterate to you. This woman who murdered her 3 children by strangling each one of them one by one with her workout equipment in the basement has now raised $930,000. She murdered 3 children. $930,000. From Lynn, from Taylor, from Jamie, from Laurel, from Lacey, from Donna, from Rose, from Marissa, from Christine, from Caitlin, from Erlisha, from Laura, from Mara, from Kathleen, from Emily, from Jillian, from Lisa, from Kayla, from Rebecca, from Brandy, from Jenna, from Tracy, from Barbara, from Kathy, from Melanie, from Margaret, from Lori, from Emily, from Terry, from Jenilyn, from Sarah, from Kara, from Olivia, from Nicole, from Rachel, from Stephanie, from Marissa, from Stephanie, from Beth, from Julia, from Sarah, from Taylor, from Irma, from Alora, from Carolyn, from Ray Ann Parker, from Kristen, from Alicia, from Tristan, from Tammy, from Samantha, from Lindsay, from Kira, from Debbie, from Kathleen. All of these women are giving money to a woman who brutally murdered her 3 children.